because I really don't like this guy.
Right. I've listened to a couple podcasts on him and I can't fucking stand him.
Okay. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Cheyenne.
And I'm Heather.
And on today's murder menu is
Patrick Kearney, aka the Trash Bag Killer or the Freeway Killer. He's one of 3.
Yeah, because there was like 2 others active during the time that he was active. But first, some trigger warnings.
Essay, violence, graphic language, and bestiality. So this is going to be... It's going to be one of those episodes, guys.
Viewer discretion is advised. Alright. Some of the topics we're going to, of course, some of the sick shit he was diagnosed with. 1, he's a serial killer. 2, he's a necrophiliac. He's got a hard-on for dead bodies. Pedophile, piece of shit. And bestiality, apparently. Born in East Los Angeles, California. Why is it California lately? The fuck's been up with California?
I don't
Crazy
know.
ass. On September 24th of 1939, Patrick was the oldest of 3 sons and was raised in a stable family environment, despite being bullied for his appearance and everything. But everything in home life seemed normal on the outside.
He moved and lived in...
Would you like to touch, before we get into this one, would you like to touch on, because this is after he turned 13, so would you like to touch on...
Oh, yes. So I guess when he turned 13, he says he lost his virginity to the family dog, which I don't see how you can lose your virginity to an animal. But that was his very first sexual encounter, was with his family dog.
So he developed sexual fantasies on a dog.
Yes. Yes, that was his very first sexual encounter, was with the family dog.
Alrighty, we're starting off strong.
At the age of 13.
Alright, Heather, take us away to the next skin.
He moved and lived in Texas for a short period of time before moving back to California, where he began working as an engineer for the Hughes Aircraft Company.
In Patrick's personal life, he was a skilled gay man with excellent pickup qualities and fluent in Spanish, which would benefit him later on. I don't even like this motherfucker. He got me tripping over my own words.
Pickup qualities?
I guess it takes a skill to get another man in bed.
I mean... Hey, let's diddle and I promise not to kill you? Psych! I mean...
Hey, baby, let me see that sausage. What you got cooking? What you got baking? Roasted nuts? Alright. Alright.
Hey, baby, your cakes are baking.
And what makes it so much funnier is how, if you guys gotta Google what this mofo. I can only imagine how skilled he was. He probably talked to himself in the mirror.
Probably. He had to have some... He had to have some really good pickup lines because...
Well, here's the thing. Not really, because if you think about it, he was openly gay, but a lot of men back then was not openly gay.
Yeah, but what I'm saying
Hey, come get in my car and I won't tell your wife that you were at a gay bar.
But what I'm saying is, he wasn't a very... And I'm not a judgmental person, but he was not very attractive. No. I mean, maybe by standards back then.
Oh, yeah, maybe by standards
but
back
to
then.
us, he looks like he fell down the ugly tree and hit every branch on the way down. Just saying.
Yeah, he definitely looks like he hit every branch. Definitely not by any standards cute whatsoever. But then again, neither are we. We're ugly bitches, but desperate times call for desperate measures. But what makes it sick is his bodies weren't even alive. He didn't rape them before.
Right.
He didn't engage in sexual intercourse before.
Right.
He likes them cold.
Which I don't understand why he had to.
My thing is did he clean them up before he had sex with their dead bodies? Because
It says that he did clean them up.
well, that's after he dismembered them, though.
Um.
But we'll get into that. So later he moved to Redondo Beach, California. Oh, that's where the other two were from. The two wax killers.
Yeah.
They all flocked together.
I'm just saying, we're gonna have to really stop doing necrophiles. Oh my god.
Well, you can't do a necrophiliac if you're alive.
I mean, we're gonna. Oh my god. This is like the fourth one in a row that we've done, that we've covered. What is it with guys and wanting to diddle deceased bodies?
Isn't this the first gay one? It's Pride Month. It's perfect. I'm kidding, guys. We support Pride, but it kind of ironically works out. But anyways,
Well, I don't know if this is going to air during Pride though.
Well, I mean, it's being shot during Pride Month, so that's fair enough. Bring
it in, guys.
Bring it in. Okay. So he moved to Redondo Beach, where he met a man named David. He met a man named David Hill, and they would become lovers.
Are we going to be able to get through this one?
Okay, so he would later move and meet a man named David Hill, and they would become lovers, which would seem to be a toxic relationship for the two. But Patrick would often use the couple arguing and fighting to his advantage. When they would get into a fight, Patrick would go out for long drives, picking up male hitchhikers or men at gay bars. Of course.
Patrick would mostly go for hitchhikers or pick up his victims from gay bars. He'd typically shoot them in the temple with a .22 caliber. Most of his victims was either shot while asleep or distracted. He is such a pussy.
What have you seen what he looks like? I mean, you have, because you're
Yeah.
sitting there and dogged on him.
I mean, he probably had to, because he didn't look like he could beat himself out of wet paper bag.
No,
So-
and he probably got more out of their bodies being dead than he did them alive. So the faster he could kill them, the faster he could get his rocks off. Literally.
After he would murder them, he would just take their bodies to a secluded place and engage in necrophilia, and then proceed to take them home where they would be sodomized with a knife and then mutilate and dismember their bodies with hacksaws.
So he was up close and personal and all in his bodies. Like, all up in there. He violated every part of their body.
He is disgusting.
Oh, and trying to avoid being caught, he'd sometimes use countermeasures by extracting the bullet from his victims' heads before disposing their bodies in canyons, landfills, or along the freeway, hence aka the Freeway Killer. And usually they were in some form of a trash bag.
How do you go from fucking dogs to fucking deceased bodies? What is the jump there?
I don't know. Body fluids? I don't know. But I think you're literally stiff. And there's only one entrance hole in a man. Well, two, but...
But instead of killing them, why didn't he just ask them to do, like, ice play, where they get in, like, an ice bath and their body temperature gets low?
Oh, so it makes... Well, because then...
I mean...
Yeah, but if they're dead, they can't talk back. They can't fight. I don't understand the fascination with being dead and screwing their bodies. I don't... You could pay a prostitute the exact same thing. And not go to jail. Well, I mean not
he
legally.
could have just easily picked him up and said, hey, I want to do butt stuff, but don't move. Stay stiff.
How well does that work out? Don't move. That is an exit only. Don't move.
Yeah, but if they're...
Used to it?
I was not going to go there. I was looking for different wording, but since you opened that door, I mean,
shit.
If it's not their first time, they would know what to expect. I'll put it like that.
And I mean, if he's picking them up at a gay bar, I'm sure they're hot and ready, but not hot and ready to die. But a lot of them, I do believe, were adolescents, and they were hitchhikers. Patrick also would take the bodies out to the desert to be eaten by wildlife. He also would sometimes drain the victims' bodies of their blood to try and eliminate odors. So did he keep them for a little bit?
I'm not for sure. But I do know his dad was actually an avid, like, hunter type deal.
Yeah.
And he went with his dad at some point, and his dad was like, his dad unintentionally showed him how to do it on an animal, not knowing that
he thought it would be a user
on bottoms on a bottle.
Bottle or
I cannot talk. Oh my god.
Okay, so basically, his dad thought it would be a good life skill, and this motherfucker turned around and used it for serial killing.
Yeah,
Alright, so his
dad tried to teach him a lesson, and he used it for bad.
He taught him a lesson, right? And sometimes he would bathe the body parts to eliminate fingerprints and DNA that he may have left behind. Alrighty then.
With Patrick's younger victims, he usually smothered them, then dismembered them.
On May 13th of 1977, Patrick, now 38 years old, was home alone when a young man named John LeMay came knocking on the door looking for David Hill, who was not home at the time. Patrick invited the young man in to sit on the couch and watch television. That's not creepy at all. It was at that time Patrick grabbed the gun and shot the young man in the back of the head, later to dispose of his body in the middle of the desert. LeMay's remains were found on May 18th. Because LeMay was smart enough to tell someone where he was going on the day that he went missing, authorities eventually ended up at the home of Patrick and David, where they were questioned regarding LeMay. And even though they had cooperated with the police, they felt it was necessary to flee as soon as the police left. It would not take long before they were found. On July 1st, Patrick and David would turn themselves in. By this time, it was July 1st. So, if Patrick and David fled, does that mean he told David he killed John?
I'm guessing.
Did David know about his dirty little secrets? Because, I mean, he did bring them in.
Was he involved?
Ooh, plot twist.
Just speculation.
Oh, yeah, of course. It's speculation. We don't know what the fuck we're talking about. That is true.
Because what did he say? What did he tell his boyfriend? Just,
hey, grab your shit, let's go.
Cops just mysteriously showed up at the house. There's stuff everywhere. Yeah, I think we need to go now.
I think we need to call it a day. But anyways, we are gonna go over some of his victim lists. Just because a lot of them are unnamed because they are minors, I'm assuming. So hold on, let me see here. Let me get this. There we go. Alright. So starting in, I'm just going to leave it this way. Starting in 1962 in Indio, Los Angeles, California, early spring, unnamed man, 19, shot in the head and sodomized post-mortem. Unspecified date, unnamed man, 16, a cousin of the previous victim, shot in the head, sodomized post-mortem. Unspecified date, Mike, 18, surname unrevealed, shot in the head, sodomized. Unspecific date in 1965 in Orange County. Unnamed man, December of 1967 in Tijuana, Mexico, Georgia. Revealed, shot in the head as he slept, and the bullet extracted, sodomized, dismembered, and flayed post-mortem. His body was found July 8th of 1977. June 21st, 1971, Los Angeles, California, John Demenchik, 13, shot. His body was found on February 9th of 73. September 22nd, 1973, unspecified location in California, James Fletcher Barwick, 17, shot in the back of the head. August 24th, 1974, Los Angeles, California, Ronald Dean Smith Jr., 5. If I'm reading that right, that's 5. Smothered. His body was found on October 12th.
Yes, he was 5.
April 13th in San Diego, California, Albert Rivera, 21, shot in the head, sodomized, dismembered, post-mortem. November 10th, Los Angeles, Larry Gene Walters, 20, shot in the head, sodomized, and dismembered. Post-mortem, March 3rd in Redondo Beach, California, Kenneth Eugene Butchhanna, 17, shot in the head, sodomized, and shot 3 more times post-mortem. 21 in Redondo Beach, Oliver Peter, I don't even know how to say, Molitor, 13, sexually assaulted, fatally shot, and dismembered post-mortem. April 19, unspecified location in California, Larry Melendez, 15, shot in the head, sodomized, dismembered post-mortem. His body was found the next day. June 16th in Redondo Beach, California, Michael Craig McGee, 13. June 20th, Los Angeles, California, John Woods, 23, shot. His body was found June 21st of 1977. August 23rd, he was on it.
He really was.
August 23rd, Los Angeles, California, Larry Epsy, 17, shot in the head, sodomized, dismembered postmortem. August 28th, found, unspecified location in California, Weatherford Lawrence, I don't even know, 20, shot in the head. August, San Diego, California, Randall Lawrence Monroe, 16, shot in the head. His body was found on October 10th. Fall of Los Angeles, California, Robert Bedingfield, 17, shot in the head, sodomized, and dismembered postmortem. San Diego, California, David Allen, 27, shot in the head, body was found October 9th. October, Orange County, California, Mark Andrew Orkrit, 20, shot in the head, body was found the next day. November 15th through the 24th, Indio, California, Timothy B. Ingraham, I don't know how to say his name properly, apparently. 19, shot in the head. His body was found 9 days later. 1977, January 23rd, Los Angeles, California. The Nicky Hernandez, 28, shot, dismembered postmortem. February, Los Angeles, California. Arturo Romez, 24, shot, sodomized, dismembered. March 13th, Los Angeles, California, John Otis LeMay, which is the one we went over. Shot in the back of the head, sodomized, dismembered, postmortem. April 6th, Redondo Beach, Merle Hondo, 8, smothered with a sweater and sodomized, postmortem. His body was discovered on May 26th. Unspecified date and location, Tony Schwartz, 19, attempted. That is a lot, and he didn't skip a beat.
He really didn't.
That is crazy.
He-
That, we crack jokes and all, but
This dude was just a straight sick fuck.
hands down, sick.
Well, not straight, but he was just a sick fuck.
I just said we were trying to be serious.
Sorry. You can cut that out.
Well, no, now I gotta leave it because it's funny. Anyways, he was very sick and terrible, and
I can't get past the 5-year-old.
or the 8-year-old.
Or
I
the
mean, none of
8-year-old.
them deserve to die, but they were very young.
He pretty much stayed in a
Except two.
certain age range besides those two. He's disgusting.
You spin the wheel.
And
Yeah.
obviously I picked necrophiles. Who would have knew?
Is there a fetish you tell me about there, Heather?
Well, it's definitely not necrophilia.
I would sure hope not. But a whole never mind.
I mean, necrophilia would be harder for a female. That would be something I would want to cover. A female necrophiliac.
How is that possible?
Some guys, when they pass, they get a stiffy. So,
I prefer my stiffy more.
well, yeah,
Although that is intriguing.
it is.
I don't think we'll have to Google that. Now I'm just intrigued and need to find out if there is any female necrophiliacs.
Stay tuned. We might be doing a female necrophiliac.
Yeah, stay tuned. We may not give up on the necrophiliac files just yet.
We thought we were done.
But I mean, a female would be kind of intriguing.
It reminds me of the whole Scream thing. But wait, there's more!
More. Alright, that's going to be a wrap on this week's episode. Once again, I'm Cheyenne.
And I'm Heather.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We are on Insta, Facebook, Spotify, YouTube, Audible, and also TikTok eventually. If we can manage to not get this account banned again, we'll be back up on TikTok. New episode Sunday. Bye.